What's up, guys? Firework here, back with another video tonight. Going through some more vintage pickups. A few weeks ago, I made a video showing all the bricks that I have found, and my plan after that video was to do a second video on the novelties and like the individual firecracker packs that I've found. But I've actually filled up a little box here of just novelties and rockets and stuff, so that's what we're going to be going through tonight. I'm excited to go through it. Some really cool finds in here. But I do apologize that the demos on the channel have slowed down significantly over like the last month or 6 weeks or so. Life's been super busy. It involved a move. We're in a new place now, so I really hope to get out soon and do some more demos on stuff like, you know, even these plane flying at nights. I'd like to have a good mix of demos and like pickup videos, and not do too many of them back to back or whatnot, because I know people like to see both, but not just one all the time. So anyways, bear with me, guys. I'm gonna get it out there. I'm gonna get some videos filmed. I'm super excited for the 4th. I was out the other night just lighting some ground blooms and jumping jacks and just feeling the itch, man. It's coming. We're getting close. As far as like the actual stash for 2026 goes, I'll be lighting off vintage stuff like this, but most of this is for the collection. But I do have a few orders for cakes in. I'm going to be getting some raccoon stuff that I'm super excited about, window stuff, a bunch of other stuff that is going to be awesome. So enough chit-chatting, just super excited now that life is calming down a little bit to really start ramping up the videos for the channel. So anyways, first thing we have here are these plane flying at nights. I have a few boxes of these. This one's a little bit open. These are from Link Triad brand, DOT Class C. I love my spinners. The DOT ones, I don't know if I've lit any like of those plane flying at nights yet, but I'm excited. Let's see here. I lit off some of these Black Cat Super Bottle Rockets. Here, maybe we go on 0.5. There we go. Some Black Cat Super Rockets, and these were probably the best paper rocket that I have ever lit. So I knew where I could get a few more packs, so I did pick up 2 more of those. These are, I assume that they're early transition era just because they have DOT and UNO. I mean, Black Cat stuff has that much later on into the transition, but anyways, those are what the individual packs look like. This came out of one of the packs that I lit. I just have those. Those are a super cool rocket, guys. I love Black Cat bottle rockets. Everyone knows that they have a really good standard for bottle rockets. Sticking with the bottle rockets, I found a few of these Horse brand baby rockets without report. Super interesting. I've never seen like a little bottle rocket, just the standard bottle rocket size, made without a report. I don't think these have like any stars or anything, so I almost wonder if they were made back in the day for like a daytime item, so you can actually see the rocket go up. But these will be fun. I could probably do, you know, some of these anytime I want, just because there's no report and you can just see them go up. Pay-per-views on them, and it's super cool that they're Horse brand. Anything Horse brand is awesome to have. So I do have one of those there. Another one here that's not as in great of shape, so plan on a future video checking these out and seeing how they are. If I can really get those on video, we'll have to see. Got some packs here that are pretty cool. Let's just put these all out here. Let's see, got these from a buddy. These aren't really anything crazy. These are Wolfpack rockets from Phantom, but they're super old Wolfpack rockets. And when I say super old, they're probably, I don't know, close to my age. So I just call myself super old, even though I don't consider that. But the reason I wanted these from him is these are the first bottle rockets I ever remember lighting, are these green stick purple Wolfpack rockets. So just a few of those. Let's see, these are cool. From Black Panther, we have some multicolor travel with report, DOT Class C. Look at those. Those are sweet. Looks like you've got 12 rockets in there, and I imagine they each have a different color to them. I would love to find like a brick of, or not a brick, but a gross of these so I can light this pack off and see how they do, but those look awesome. We've got some more wolf packs. Picked these up from another friend of mine. You can see the old Phantom on there. Not DOT, but these are crimped bottle rockets. Whoops, just hit you guys. So definitely some age on those. These are, I was told, the first run of the Black Cat Silver Fox bottle rockets, which if you're familiar with the channel is one of my all-time favorite fireworks ever, is that specific rocket. So this package, I wish I had another one close. Maybe oh, here we go. Been organizing stuff after the move. So this is what they've looked like after. You can see there's a bunch more on there, and this is supposedly what the first run looked like. So cool pack there to have. And then we've got this here, the Black Cat Whistling Happy Rocket, DOT Class C. This is a complete pack, I believe, with the blue tips. I really like that blue. That's super cool. And let's see, is this bottom? No, I don't want to open it, but get you a good look at those rockets. Really, really cool. Paper fuse on those. These are the same thing. I believe this is a partial pack. These have a black tip. Look at that Black Cat logo. That's sweet. Okay, we're almost done with the bottle rockets. Next, this is like a mint gross of bottle rockets, but we have 3 Whistling Moon Travelers with Report from Marvel brand, DOT Class C. I'm not a huge fan of whistling bottle rockets, but when I saw how good of shape this was in and that it was DOT Class C, I thought I would add it to what's quickly becoming a nice little bottle rocket collection, in my opinion. And the last gross here is probably the coolest one that I've come across since last updating you guys on this collection, are these Black Cat DOT Class C. These are super cool. I should have done my research and told you guys what class these are from, but these are much older than anything I have bottle rocket wise so far. Just a really cool rocket. So yeah, that's it for the bottle rockets, I believe. Real quick, I have these gold sparklers from Skipper Fireworks. I believe these are ICC. Yep, ICC Class C, made in Japan. So some really old sparklers, one of the few ICC things that I have in my collection. Back on the Phantom Fireworks train, I have these blue Roman candles. You can see that it's got the old Phantom Fireworks logo on there, and the art design is pretty sweet. Shoots flaming balls, and I believe these are UNO. I can't really see it on there, but we've got 2 of those, so we'll definitely light one. And I have started to collect some older Phantom stuff, so we'll have to make like a vintage Phantom Fireworks video for a little throwback on the channel. Okay, what do we grab next here? Next, we have this tri-rotating wheel from Horse brand. I have actually never lit off a wheel. This is cool. It's got like metal bands holding it together. You would never see that on modern day fireworks. Just a lot of care put into how this was made. But yeah, I've never shot a wheel. I don't believe I have. So I won't be shooting that one, but I'll have to find some. I've got this colorful wheel from Red Lantern. I believe this was DOT. Yep, DOT Class C. Could be in better shape, but cool little piece there. I believe this is some sort of wheel too. We've got a triangular chrysanthemum from Red Lantern. DOT Class C. It's got a string taped onto it. I wonder if you can hold it, or you're supposed to hold this one and kind of let it spin down at your feet. I think that's what's going on there. Maybe we light that and just make a quick video on that. Some older Phantom stuff. We have these electric eels. These were always one of my favorites as a kid. I would get them in the Phantom Fireworks assortments. I don't know if they came in like the Niagara Falls or a different one, but these are like single shots. I think it's like a crackling comet, if I remember right. It's been a long time since I lit one of these off, but we will put one of these in that vintage Phantom Fireworks video that I have planned. Got some Plane Drops parachute from Red Lantern, DOT Class C. This is a nice box. Look at that art. It's so simple, but so cool, man. I love the vintage art designs on these. Another Red Lantern bombing plane with Report. So cool, guys. DOT Class C. A Red Lantern Starball Contribution, DOT Class C. This box is pretty much open. Let's show you what we got in here. That's pretty cool. I have also lit very few Starball contributions in my life. I imagine I'll light that off and make a video on that in the future. Next here, cool piece, we've got a Flying Dragon Cracker Ball, DOT Class C. 24 packs of 6, as you can see. This one is in great shape too. I really love the Flying Dragon logo on stuff. I've got some Flying Dragon bricks that I really like. Let's see, I believe down in here I have a pack of these. Yep, that's what those look like. We'll light this pack off and make a video. I'm sure these are much better than modern day crackling balls, especially after they got watered down to being the plastic type things. Another horse brand product here. I have a brick of Jumping Jack Fireworks. These are UNO. They're not the awesome DOT ones, but I have somewhat recently in the past had a brick of these that I opened up and lit a few packs of, and they were still much better than what you get nowadays, and Jumping Jacks are one of my favorite types of fireworks, so cool find. Okay, these are super cool. I actually don't think that these are really that old compared to everything else on this table, but we've had these Big Johns. These are a stickless rocket, and I believe it's pretty much a salute. I don't know if these have color or not. I haven't watched a video on them in a long time. You guys can let me know in the comments, but that is a really cool pack to have. These things are heavy too. Those are hefty things. I've got another pack here. I got these in a trade with a friend, and he was kind enough to give me a few to shoot off, so I don't have to open that pack. We'll make a video on those for sure. I love stickless rockets and always looking for more. Next, we have a Link Triad sunflowers in pretty good shape. These are UNO 336, but from what I understand about Link Triad, the original Link Triad went out of business pretty close after things went to UNO. So I believe the Link Triad that's kind of back in production is actually Dominator Fireworks. Correct me if I'm wrong, but we've got an old box of sunflowers. I'm sure those are great performers too, considering how close they are to being DOT. Okay, this is an awesome piece of my collection that I found. We have these Phantom Fireworks Black Bomb, and these are DOT Class C, if I can find it anywhere. Maximum Powder, Loud Cracker. Let's see, I could have sworn it had DOT Class C on these. Am I just being blind? Where are you at? Maybe not. I could have sworn that I saw DOT Class C on these. Either way, a super cool piece of the collection. Let me show you what these look like since this box is pretty much opened. These things are light as air. So I'm guessing that there's just a little cracker in there. This Visco fuse is super thick, but yeah, just like so light. So we will definitely light one of these off. I'm hoping to find some loose ones so I can keep like this complete box together. I think that's pretty cool. So thanks for hanging with me, guys. We're almost through this video here. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm still looking for the DOT Class C on these ice. Oh, here we go. I did see it, and I didn't see it at the same time. DOT Class C. So, older item there. Really cool box. Next, I've got a box of camellia flowers from Flower Basket, DOT Class C. This is not a complete box. I had a few more packs in here when I got them, but I was impatient and lit some packs off before I could film this video, and these are amazing. I love just these vintage novelties were made with so much care and precision. These perform so well. We will definitely make a video on those. I know I have a loose pack somewhere to light off. Okay, I actually don't know how old these are or what to call them really, but they did look a little bit older, so I included them in this video. You've just got like a bobber firecracker. These have some heft to them, and there's definitely some loose powder, so it's not like a little cracker. I expect these to be pretty good. I believe this is the last Phantom Fireworks thing I have in here. A Phantom Fireworks logo that I hadn't really seen before, so I don't know how old it is, but we have a Saturn battery, 25 shot. Well, I guess I should say it's UNO, so I have a general idea of how old it is. We will include that in that video I've been mentioning. we have a couple bags of these just nameless crackers. They are paper fused, so I don't really know exactly what they are. I just got them from a friend, and he said they were good. So those are older and will be fun to shoot. Kind of the same deal here. We've got a bag of, these are DOT crackers. I was looking at them, and they're pretty much all crimped. So I don't know what strips they came off of, but really pretty crackers just in general. And those will be fun to just light and toss sometime. Got a couple more spinners here. I've got two of these. I think that is, let's see, Westlake brand. Bomber planes, or just bombers. Yeah. These are DOT Class C, as you can see on the wing. Sorry, I get distracted just looking at them, and I do a poor job of actually showing you guys. These aren't in the best shape, so we will definitely try some out. Next, we have some M88 crackers. And I actually believe that these were made by Phantom Fireworks. So they come in like a paper, a white paper box. I'm sure some people in the vintage hobby know what I'm talking about. These things are like surrounded by like a foam. But I've heard that they're actually pretty good crackers. So we'll have to try a few of those out. Next here, I've got some DOT smokes. I think these are Apollo brand. I've forgotten at this point, but some old smokes there. So that's cool. I haven't had any vintage smoke bombs. Really cool piece here. We have these Jumping Cats, DOT Class C. I believe these are black cats. I could be wrong, but these are just little ground blooms. They're skinnier than your modern day ground blooms. They kind of look more like a zip or like a zinger, the ones that spin up in the air, but these are just on the ground. This is in fine condition. I'd love to get like a brick of these. I think that'd be super cool. But some Jumping Cats there. Let's see if I can reach these. A few of the double voice specialties, or this one's called an Air Bomb, and that's a double voice, both from Link Triad. All right, we're at the bottom of our box here. We have a couple of these Blockbuster ground blooms. They are paper fused, so they look to be DOT. If not, they are, oh yeah, very early UN, if that would focus. But I would love to get a bunch of DOT or early UN ground blooms. If you haven't seen videos on them, they are so much better than what we have today. And that's what we have here are these Red Lantern ground bloom flowers. And these ones are DOT Class C. So I've seen a few bricks of these, but just couldn't afford to pick them up when I saw them. So if you know where I can get some of these, I would love to get some packs so I can light some. I do have a single here that we'll have to do a little YouTube short on or something. One last thing in this box, guys. Thanks for bearing with me and for watching the video. We have a box of these unicorn crackers. There are individual crackers in here, and this is actually an ICC Class C firecracker. So yeah, I believe there's 24. I've already said that. Little crackers in here. I have a few more boxes of these somewhere that I need to find, but we'll open up one of these sometime and light them off. Sorry guys, I got a phone call that I had to answer, so I had to pause the video. This is the end of the video though, so thank you so much for watching. Some really cool items that I've come across over these last few months. Some of them that I'm really excited to light and make videos on. So keep an eye out for all of that. I'll have a video coming out soon about the vintage packs that I've found, firecracker packs. I also have a video that haven't uploaded yet, but I went out and lit some match crackers not too long ago. So keep an eye on the channel. There are more videos coming. And like I said, I really want to be getting more demos done. So we'll make that happen, and you guys can enjoy that when they come out. So thanks so much for watching. You guys have a great rest of your day.